Hi, everyone. Welcome to my post reflection presentation. My name is Selene Brahmer, and this project is based on my applied assignment for ECD 325, supporting dual language learners. In this lesson, I interviewed a DLL teacher to connect real classroom practice with what we've learned in our class. So today I will walk you through what I learned, the evidence I gather, and how this experience has influenced my teaching beliefs and future goals. So this is our table of content. So my prior knowledge, we're going to start with introduction and overview. Um, Number two is pre-work. Number three is evidence, new learning. Number four, inquiry. And number six, upcoming plan. For this assignment, I interviewed Kirsten Nold. She's a first grade dual language learner teacher in Illinois public school. Um, she is so passionate about supporting bilingual children. She has a very interesting journey in this career. An interview was conducted in person and provided authentic insight into how dual language practice look in real classrooms. Her experience helped me see how intentional teaching supports students socially, emotionally, and academically. Um, Before this assignment, I already had experience working with multilingual children. I worked in a preschool that had children from many cultures, and there were many language is spoken in that school. Starting with me, I speak Portuguese, and my staff, and we just attracted a lot of children from with different languages. Um, so I know the power of honoring a child home language. This was always very important to me in my career, especially because I did raise three bilingual children. Um, Children feel seen and confident when their language is valued. What I hope to learn was how public schools actually implement bilingual strategies. The course readings helped me frame my interview by showing what the research says about GLL support, screening, and family partnerships. This slide shows how my background knowledge connected to the lessons we study. So um, I picked from lesson one from lesson two, and one from lesson three. So this is evidence. I collected email confirmation for our meeting, and it was an in-person meeting. So it was very pleasant talking to her. And this is the audio. You just click, and this is we had to do two part. I got interrupted, so this is audio number one, and the continuation. So I hope you enjoy the interview. Um, what I learned and what connections to the course material. One major takeaway was how instructional decisions impact DLL students emotionally and academically. Kirsten explained that early in her career, Spanish speaking students were pulled out of the English class, the normal classroom, to so they can teach them English. She realized this isolated the system. She said the system was very flawed and did not work. She realized this isolated the children and made language feel disconnected. It did not apply to what the children were learning in a classroom. Um, and she helped the school um, establish a dual language learner classroom. And once they did that, they shift to the dual language model. Learn became joyful and meaningful. There was a big shift in children's learning outcomes. So the students improved in English while maintaining their home language. And this is aligns with course readings showing that replacing a child's home language harms academic progress, while supporting both language leads to stronger outcome. And she absolutely lived through that. Um, Idea number four, new questions. This assignment sparked new curiosity for me. I learned that I already knew, but it just reinforced that being bilingual has lifelong cognitive benefits. And other countries, like in Spain, where she started her teaching, bilingual education is normal. Everybody speaks another language. Children from a very early age speak both languages in a classroom. So bilingual education is normalized, even for native speakers. So my question moving forward that how can I make bilingualism more visible and celebrated in US schools? And what can we do to advocate for bilingual education instead of English only program? I also included questions for my peers about strategies school can use to celebrate home language. So here's my questions. Um, and here's my conclusion. In conclusion, this project reinforced something powerful. Supporting a child's home language isn't optional, is essential, it's crucial. English only instructions can harm students' confidence and academic growth. Dual language education builds belonging and engagement and maintains both language for long term success. The experience strengthened my commitment to creating classroom where every language and every culture is valued and celebrated. And these are the sources used throughout the presentation. Thank you so much for viewing my presentation.